Oh, okay. All right. Just finished an 8-kilometer run here at beautiful Victoria Park. That's only in London, baby. Greatest city in the world. Follow me on Strava at Instagram, The Real Brian Rose. You know, I just had a flashback. 30 years ago, I was at MIT in my fraternity house. It's 2 a.m. I'm about 20 beers deep. And me and my good buddy, we'll call him Andy, says, I bet you can't run 10K. And I'm all drunk, got all that courage up. And I'm like, yeah, I can. He's like, in under an hour? And I was like, yeah, I can do that. Of course, I hadn't trained a day in years. I was drinking and studying, and maybe doing a little partying. So I said, yeah, what the hell? And he said, if you get under 50 minutes for the 10K, I'll give you an extra $100. Now, back in the day, that's a lot of money, baby. I couldn't afford pizza, right? Some of the rich guys in my fraternity would order Domino's, and I'd be like, damn. And I go into the kitchen and boil up some eggs because the eggs were free. So next day we get out there and I start running, start pacing, feeling like shit, drinking the night before, feeling like I want to throw up, but also seeing after the first few laps that maybe I can do this if I just stay mentally focused. So I stayed in it, I pushed it really hard, and ended up about 51 minutes and change. Now, went to the ATM, got my money. It was a big payday. Of course, went and celebrated with some drinks. My blood sugar dropped like a motherfucker because I hadn't eaten anything and I was like shaking. I didn't know what to do. My point is this. I just busted out 8 kilometers in 39 minutes. That's less than a 5-minute pace. I would have finished that thing at 49 minutes maximum. And I've done 20, 30K, so I know that. 30 years later, I'm in better shape than I was at 21. Imagine that. Imagine all this bullshit they tell us in our minds about how you get old and you get tired, and how we feed that same bullshit back into our mind and we sell ourselves on weakness. We sell ourselves on poor performance. Oh, my knee hurts. I'm over 50. I shouldn't be able to run. I shouldn't be able to break dance and spin on my head. I might hurt my neck. What is that bullshit? What are these stories we tell ourselves that limit our behavior? And if that's what you're telling yourself about training, what are you telling yourself about money, about fitness, about relationships, about success? You know, we're drilled into this narrative since we're born that we're only going to be so big. Now, look, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I leave that to my guests on London Real. But it's a great way to control the population and make them always feel like they're limited, right? You can never be too much or too big. And I want you to challenge those ideas. And the last 11 years, I've been blessed to have some of the greatest minds in the world on London Real, and they challenge all my limiting behaviors. Now, it's still hard to get away from them because we grew up with them. They were in our media, that our parents told them. We saw them everywhere we go. But if you can try to take a step back and challenge those, you'll realize you're so much more powerful than you are. And so again, I just proved it to myself today. I'm fitter than I was 30 years ago. I'm stronger and healthier than I was 30 years ago. I am in all aspects of my life. And guess what? 10 years from now at 61, I'll be stronger and fitter and better than I am today. And I'm just gonna keep pushing that limit as far as I can go. I know guys in their 70s that are macking it hard, like the best years of their life. I have them on my show all the time. 74, 75, 76, Dan Pena, Robert Kiyosaki. Even my mom is crushing it. So who says you can't do that? And again, if these people are crushing it, why aren't you doing it when you're 17, 27, 37? So those are my thoughts. Tell me, do you have limiting beliefs? Put them below. And how can you challenge those and how can you change those? Surround yourself with a peer group that doesn't accept mediocrity anymore, that doesn't allow you with your bullshit cop-out excuses, that doesn't do stupid things with their lives and waste their time. Surround yourself with people that really want to go get it, because ultimately, trust me, winning feels better than excuses, than pleasure, than all that stuff. Is when you get those big wins, that's when you have that deep inner smile in you and you're like, fuck yeah, I crushed it today. Now, those don't come every day. They're not as easy to get when you have a drink, and that's what I used to do. They take a little longer to get, but when you get them, they're worth 100 drinks. They're worth 100 they're worth 100 sex acts. They're worth 100 retail shopping experiences. They're worth 100 wins at the gambling tables. They're really worth it. So find a way. I'm putting together a small group of people, and I'm going to be taking them through my non-negotiable daily habits. Training was one of them. Mindset, meditation, cold showers, nutrition, everything. If you want to be a part of that, follow me on Instagram at The Real Brian Rose and DM me and tell me what you got. Again, weak asses need not apply. Procrastinators need not apply. people with excuses, victim mentality, please don't waste my time. I've only got a finite amount of it. But if you really want to make a change, come see me, DM me. Talk at you. Peace.